friends, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video. Today's kind of a different video for me. It's something that I've been wanting to do, and honestly, I think about doing this every single year and I never really do it. And I guess you could consider it like a cheesy New Year's thing to do, but I really mean it this year. There's a lot of areas that I just want to work on in my life in general, and I thought, why don't I share this on my channel? Because, you know, it's not just personal like inside changes I want to make, but just overall to my lifestyle and my daily whatever. So basically, these are just things I want to improve in myself for the year of 2022. I want this year to be the year of me establishing new and good and healthy habits. I like to call myself a comfort goblin because I love my comfort. I like to stay in my comfort. If I'm brought out of my comfort zone, I am a goblin. I am a little monster. I'm an actual little demon. Don't let this sweet face trick you. I'm a monster. But I want to be better. I need to be better, especially because, I mean, I don't think I'm alone here, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I took the last 2 years off of living. It feels like I took a break from every personal rule I had. I took a break from exercise. I took a break from taking care of my mental health. I took a break from taking care of my physical health. I cut corners, took breaks everywhere that I possibly could because I just, you know, there was a lot going on. But I'm done with my excuses. I'm over my excuses. And I need to be better and I want to be better. So basically, I just thought I'd share with you guys ways I want to improve my life in 2022. Maybe to give you guys some inspiration. You can give me some back. And I would really love to hear what your goals are for 2022. And it could be physical, it could be, you know, even just a new beauty regimen or taking your skincare more seriously or anything on like a more personal, deeper level if you feel comfortable sharing. I would love to support you on that journey as well. So I just figured if I put this all in video, I will be forced to hold myself accountable. I'm probably going to jump around to a lot of areas in this video. Let's first start with more outward stuff. Let's start with outer beauty situation. And I don't mean improve myself like looks-wise or anything like that. Well, actually, I guess a little bit. Like I kind of mentioned as an example, I need to take better care of my skin. And I need to be better educated on skin in general. Over the past, like I would say 5 years, the whole skincare influencer world like just broke free and people are so smart, and I can't lie to you, I feel dumb all the time about skincare. I see people recommend stuff and I buy it and I think I love it, but I don't really know because I feel like I don't pay attention to what my skin really needs. I kind of wanted to bring this up because I was wondering if anyone else was like this, but if you grew up with cystic acne like I did, it's hard to acne consumes your life, especially when you're so young with it, all the way into your adulthood and you're still dealing with cystic acne. Again, Curology saved my life, and I still use it to this day. But I just feel like when you do grow up with such bad acne, it just consumes your way of thinking. And to this day, I still think of myself as acne prone. I still think of myself like just in terms of acne as far as my skincare goes. And yet in the winter and also sometimes in the summer months too, I have these giant dry splotches everywhere, all over my face, especially on my cheeks. Especially around my forehead, I'll get little dry spots. First of all, I really do want to go see a dermatologist. I would just love someone else to tell me what my problems are. I don't know if that's what they do, but I've never seen one professionally except for like checking my moles and things like that, which oh my gosh, that is a huge other thing I have to do this year. I need a serious mole check. You can't tell, but mostly because it's on my back and down lower, I have moles everywhere. And it's been a while since I got those checked, and that is so irresponsible. I get really anxious when I think about having my moles checked. I have to do that. But anyway, I need to see a professional. I need to talk to them about what my issues are. Breakouts still occur for me. You can see I'm breaking out on my jawline here. This is really hormonal though, and I know that. It's always right here, this certain time of month. Hormones, acne, bleh. The rest of the month, I wouldn't say I have full-blown acne, and I would say I don't have acne just because of how I grew up with really bad acne. This is not acne to me. This is a little breakout, you know what I mean? I also wonder if I have rosacea because I notice that my cheeks are red all the time. This is blush, but I notice all the time that my cheeks are red. Like even in the beginning of a video, if I'm doing a tutorial and I don't have foundation on, it's like just rosy cheeks. And I'm like, do I have rosacea? And I've like never been treating it? I need to take my skincare more seriously. So off off the bat, number one, I need to get my skincare situation figured out. Currently, I've been using a brand Beauty Pie. They're new to me, but I like them. It feels like pretty good skincare so far, but I would like to see a dermatologist and just see if they can give me some insight into what they think that I need, because I don't really know. I'm not a skincare expert. So improvement number one, get my skincare under control, figure out what I truly need, and stop thinking so much at this age as an acne prone person, because I'm not sure that's my problem anymore, you know? That's number one. Oh, and get my moles checked, but we'll put that all together. Number two of ways I want to improve my life in 2022, I really want to cut down on the harsh chemicals that I use, whether it's in nail polish, whether it's in hair coloring, things like that. I just want to be smarter about what I'm using. For example, gel nails. I can't speak to whether they're good for you or bad for you, but I know that I have a really bad reaction to gel nails. My skin peels around my fingers. It's terrible. It's gross. It's awful. Lately, I've been doing the powder dip nails just at home. I don't go get them done. I like to do it myself. But even that, I don't know what I'm using. Is it safe? I don't know. I want to be smarter about that type of thing. Hair. Oh my gosh, hair. First of all, my hair has so improved, the health of it, since I stopped trying to go blonde a few years ago. It was a terrible journey that never quite came to fruition. My hair is just so dark. It could never get light enough. It never could. And before I knew it, breakage that I'm still dealing with 2 years later. It's insane. This hair company recently reached out to me. They are called Glaze Super Gloss. They are sponsoring this video, so thank you to Glaze for that. You guys, this will change the game. If you're trying to get away from all the really intense hair coloring, oh my gosh, is this for you. First of all, can you just look at my hair right now? Because it is so shiny and so gorgeous. I just used this glaze. I would say it's been about 4 days, and I only wash my hair maybe every 2 days, but I applied this about 4 days ago. It's beautiful. So let me tell you about Glaze. Glaze is a semi-permanent super color conditioning gloss. Because it's not an actual hair dye, it doesn't damage your hair. You don't have to mix it. It just comes in an easy peasy little bottle. It washes out in 10 washes, which is awesome because you don't have to be stuck with like committing to a hair color that's just not right for you. It is just an easy, beautiful glaze. Glaze Super Gloss has babassu oil in it, which your hair absolutely loves, and that's what gives you the shine and the softness and the conditioning, and just kind of makes your hair feel like it just got done. Because it did. You just didn't have to go to the salon and cause any damage to get the result. I'm going to show you how I apply it here in a second. The best part, in my opinion, it has zero ammonia, no parabens, no silicones, no sulfates, all that good stuff. It's vegan, which is fantastic. It's 100% cruelty-free, and it is recyclable. And it is so easy to use. You can apply it on dry hair, on damp hair. You just let it sit for up to 10 minutes and give it a good rinse. That's it. The shade that I use is Sleek Espresso, but Glaze Super Gloss does come in 9 shades and also a transparent version to just give you that glossy, shiny finish. If you really don't want to mess with your hair color, but you'd love just a little jolt of shininess to your hair, transparent is awesome for that. I went ahead and applied mine on dry hair just because it was my first time using it. I wanted to really see how it looked. It was so clean and easy and simple to use. I just sectioned my hair off into little parts and honestly just kind of roughly applied it. Now, you can go into smaller parts if maybe you're using a color that's much different than your natural. You want to make sure you don't miss a spot. Tinier sections is probably better, but I knew that it was pretty close to how my hair looked already, so I was able to use it really quickly, and it did a fantastic job. I love nothing more than looking like I have like a fresh, hairdo, like I'm just stepping out of the salon. But again, I'm a comfort goblin. I'd like to make any excuse not to leave my house in general. And this is a fantastic way to never have to leave your house. I mean, it is so convenient. You can do it yourself at home. Only takes 10 minutes. And it just gives you that little boost of confidence. It's so easy. I love that Glaze Super Gloss. It's just natural. It's nothing dramatic. It's nothing scary. It's just easy boost of confidence. Not to mention, it is incredibly soft. The Glaze Super Gloss formula is a semi-permanent formula, and it will last up to 10 washes, which is Amazing for people like me who only wash their hair maybe every 2 days, if I'm even lucky. You need to survive between salon appointments. You're sick of paying salon prices just for a little touch up. This is so, so good. The Glaze Super Gloss Transparent is also really cool because you can actually use this at every wash. It's great if you have more dull hair or if you just need a little more smoothing. Like don't forget about the smoothing quality of it. It's available now on glazehair.co and it's only $16. Glaze Super Gloss also, of course, hooked us up with a very special intro offer for you guys to use. You can save 20% off of the $16 bottle of Glaze. Bring your total to only $12.80 if you use my code. Check the bottom link down for that. My code will be down there as well. You guys can save yourself money. Also, head to their Instagram. They're holding a really awesome little contest right now. If you follow them at glaze_hair on Instagram and send them a DM of my code, you will have a chance to win a year's supply worth of Glaze. I don't even have that, so do it. Please do it. You can't beat that. You can't basically beat a salon visit for a year for free. Also, there is a money back guarantee. If you do not like your results, Glaze Super Gloss will refund you your full money, which is just... If you're interested in trying Glaze Super Gloss, check out the link in the bottom box down below. Thank you to Glaze Super Gloss for sponsoring this video. Seriously, I'm like in love. Like no joke. This is like what I needed for 2022. It's so, so good. You guys check them out. Moving on, this might be silly. No, probably not. You guys get me. This is a beauty channel. I feel like I just have the most pitiful eyelashes. I mean, this is like 100 coats of mascara to get them to look like this and a ton of curling, and I still just feel like I have no lashes. I want an actual lash routine. I have a friend who swears by castor oil. I think that's it. I think that's what she uses. I'm gonna go and pick some up this weekend. Please let me know if you guys have had success with that for your eyelashes. I don't love them, and I hate wearing falsies. And I just want a nice fluffy lash. I would love to do anything I could do to just make them a little bit better. I'll be honest with you, that's about it cosmetically that I want to work on. I really want to improve my skincare. I want to get away from using crazy chemicals and not paying attention to what I'm using. I want to be more informed about what I use. I need to look into my nail products to see if what I'm inhaling is good for you in the slightest bit. Probably not. And I want to improve my lashes. And that stuff, again, is all very just cosmetic and silly. I do have some other things, like more important things that I do want to work on. Biggest being, I want to get over my hate for my stretch marks, which I feel embarrassed saying that because I feel like we've evolved so much past the point of stretch marks. And I've had stretch marks since I was like 12 years old. I remember my mom took me to a dermatologist when I was younger because she was like, "What are these lines all over you?" I wasn't really overweight. I wasn't super tall, but they basically just said that I was like growing faster than my skin could keep up with or something like that. I don't know if that's accurate, but I've always had stretch marks on my stomach, just little ones, but I hate them. I have stretch marks around my thighs, and it's just, I see somebody with stretch marks and I don't think twice about it. Normal? I'm never shocked. I'm never like, oh, stretch marks. Like, you don't even notice. But then on myself, I'm so mean to myself, and I've tried everything possible that you can buy at home for stretch marks. So I want to be one of those fearless people out there who just embrace it and don't care, because I think there really is a truth to the fact that, you know, no one really cares about you or your appearance as much as you do yourself. You know what I mean? I think if I showed my stretch marks, I don't think people would be clutching their pearls or be terrified. I think it's natural, right? And I need to work on that personally in my head I mean, even if I go to the pool or something, there's a few little spots like on my thighs that I typically will cover up with body makeup. And I don't think you should feel shame for that either if that makes you feel comfortable. But I would love to not do it. You know what I mean? I would love to get to the point of just not caring and not doing it. That would be fantastic. So that's something this summer I'm going to challenge myself on and try to just let it go. They're there, they're not going anywhere, and I'll probably get more eventually, to be honest with you, so I need to just let go. Let go of my fear of my own stretch marks. Ugh. Next, can we talk about vitamins for a minute? This is another thing, kind of like my skincare, that I want to get a better grip on, or like a knowledge of what I actually need to use. Is there like a test I can send in? Will you let me know? Like, can I like swab my mouth and send it and they'll let me know what I need more of? Or is that another thing I have to go to a doctor for? This is the other thing. I have to get over my fear of doctors. Not that anyone has ever been for a good reason, but I've never been to a doctor for a good reason ever. And I've had a very frustrating journey with doctors that have left me with nothing but mountains of debt for my epilepsy that there's just literally no hope for, basically. Everyone else tells me a different thing about what it is, what's causing it, what it could be, what I should try, what I shouldn't try. Medication, 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 medication. Don't want any of it. It makes me miserable. So I hate going to the doctor. I need to get over my fear of doctor or my frustration with doctors. I don't know. I hate it all. Anyway, I'm like really growing up right now, basically. But I get vitamins, I use them, I'm like, those were great. And then I get the next vitamin. You know, I don't have a good vitamin regimen. I don't have a proper vitamin routine. I take like, you know, of course, like all over supplements, like, you know, women's supplements just in general. But I would like to have a better understanding of like what specifically my body needs and not just so generalized vitamins. Like, what am I taking right now? I have like, of course, a multivitamin, and then I have like a buckwheat one. I have the apple cider ginger vitamins. I do vitamin C. And then I'm just like, what the F am I taking? And don't you just pee them all out? Like if you take too many anyway, like I want a better grip on vitamins. If you guys have any tools for me regarding that, please let me know. Because I feel like I'm just throwing things in my mouth and I don't even know if I need them or if I should have them. Is it buckwheat? Oh, a buckwheat, a sea moss. Yeah, just like whatever I come across, whatever Kourtney Kardashian swears by, I buy it and I eat it instantly. I'm not kidding you. I'm like, okay, I also need to get over my obsession with Kourtney Kardashian in 2022, and I need to understand that we are not the same, and everything she swears by, I don't have to also swear by. That's hard for me. She's my favorite. I even go through phases where I make her avocado little pudding in the morning for breakfast, and I'm like, this is shit. Like, this is actual ass that I'm putting in my mouth. But she does it, so I do it. I need to figure out a way to be Kourtney Kardashian in 2022. That would be amazing. But I don't think I can achieve that without witchcraft, and I can't add that to the list of things I need to figure out in 2022. I'm filling up quickly. Of course, overall health I want to be better at. And I want to be, this is like a really embarrassing stuff, okay? But I'm just being like honest to my core here. I need to be more self-sufficient in a way that I don't rely on like subscription services to take care of me. I feel like I'm becoming a subscription service myself. You know what I mean? I love subscription services. And for my little birthday present for myself, I got a Tavola oven. Have you guys seen those? You get the oven and you get your fresh meals every week. I did HelloFresh forever, but to be honest with you, I think HelloFresh is like harder than just cooking yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I know you're cooking it yourself, but it's like all the steps were like nuts to me. I didn't enjoy HelloFresh personally. And I typically had all the spices already that they were sending for every piece of chicken. So I was like, what am I paying here for? For you to literally send me a lemon, a slice of chicken breast, and a garlic seasoning? Like, I have all of that. I have that. I don't need this. It's a good service. I'm not knocking it. It just wasn't for me. I know a lot of people swear by it, and I think it is really, really good. It just wasn't for me. So anyway, now I moved on to the Tavola, and I really love the Tavola. It's very minimal effort. Like, literally, you do nothing, and you pop your meals into the little Tavola oven, and it scans it for you, and it cooks it for you. And I freaking love the Tavola. But now I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to get so dependent on this thing. I mean, it's been great. I feel like I'm already losing weight on it, which I'm not in a real hurry to lose weight because I can get carried away. That's a demon that I really recognized in 2021, that there had been times in my past where, I'll be honest, I think trigger warning, anything to do with body weight. I think I had an exercise addiction for sure. I had a calorie counting addiction. I'm just one of the many, many, many people out there where weight loss can consume me. I have an addictive personality. So even if it's something as simple as getting, in better shape, I can't stop and I won't stop. I will not stop. I can't stop until it's like I'm no longer healthy type. So I'm being better at it this year. I've started jump roping. Which might sound silly, but it's a nice, enjoyable way for me to exercise without overblowing it. I'm not weighing myself. I'm no scales, none of that. I'm not calorie counting. I'm just making sure I'm in the general health area of calories for a person a day, like meeting it, not below it, like making sure I'm getting enough calories and putting healthy food in. And Tavola has been fantastic because for me personally, I always select like the smart calorie meals or whatever. And it's so good. I'm obsessed with it. But I can't become someone who just simply lives off food delivery. You know what I mean? I want to get better at cooking and finding good recipes and actually doing them this year. I'm always so good at finding the recipes and getting all the supplies. But then the moment comes where you actually have to make it. And like, I don't usually. You know what I mean? I'm lazy. I'm lazy at cooking. I have my standards that I cook because they're easy and fast and yummy. But I want to broaden my horizons of cooking. Can I tell you another thing I want to do this year? I really, I hope she doesn't see this. I don't think she'll be watching this deep into the video. Obviously, Alok's family's from India. Alok's from India. Obviously, they make amazing, delicious food. And my dream is to just really knock it out of the park. I want to make an amazing Indian dinner and I want to surprise my in-laws. I want them to come over and be like, this is not bad. You know what I mean? Because I don't think I could ever compare to her cooking. And maybe this is a daughter-in-law's dream in general. I don't know. Is this like, not even to say it's like culturally, but just in general, you want to impress your mother-in-law. But I really want to make just an outstanding Indian meal. That is a 2022 goal. I'm going to be practicing a lot soon. That's all the improvements I think right now as far as like, you know, things you eat or put on your body type of situation. Let's get more like inwards, okay? Let's get real. Let's get real. I think everyone feels this way. I need to take better care of my mental health. Obviously, 2020 hit us all so hard, and I won't dwell on any of these details because I know we're sick of hearing it. I get it. And I'm sure I'm not alone in feeling like 2020 to 2021 feels like a weird fog. It feels like a weird blur, and it scares me how much it's melted and fused together because I know that means I was not taking care of my mind. I wasn't taking care of myself. I wasn't taking care of Alok. I wasn't taking care of anything. I feel like I was frozen, and I feel like I'm finally starting to like de-thaw a little bit. Does this make sense? And I'm someone who is extremely high functioning depression. Other than when it gets the darkest that it can get, completely functional. I'm seeing my friends, seeing my family. I'm smiling, I'm laughing. You know, it's just when you I feel like when you grow up with depression, it almost becomes this like evil friend that you have. I know so many of you understand. It's just this part of you. You know what I mean? So it's never anything that I really ever looked at as something I needed to address. It was never something I needed to deal with or handle. It's just something that's always there. And this year, I'd really like it to not be there because I'm alive. My family is doing well. We did lose 3 loved ones during all this horrible stuff, these horrible years, and that was awful. That was awful. But right now my family's okay, and I'm okay, and my husband's okay, and his family's okay, and I have wonderful people who will spend their free time watching me, and I have the nerve to be ever ungrateful or unhappy or depressed. I just want to snap out of it. And I know it's not that easy. This is a good thing that I'm saying. I don't want you to think I'm saying that you can just snap out of bad mental health, because you can't. I know. I've had depression since probably around the age of 10, and I've seen psychiatrists, therapists. I've been on every medication you could ever imagine. So I understand that you don't just snap out of it at all. What I'm saying is this is the first year in a few years now to where I actively want to take better care of it. I didn't want to actively take better care of it these past 2 years at all. I didn't care to at all. I'll be honest with you. I don't know why, just how I was feeling. I didn't care, but I really care. I really care now. And it's just, I just want to take initiative and stop waiting for things to get better all the time and just make them better. You know what I mean? That's a big thing for me to say. For me personally, just knowing myself, that's a big thing for me. So I'm happy about that. I think this year is going to be a really good year. It's just that I have to make it a good year. I can't wait for it to be a good year. And I can't let whatever's going on around us, like, make it a bad year, you know? I'm just, like, sick of my own excuses, you know? It's like, make it a good year no matter what. Obviously, easier said than get done. And obviously other factors do factor in, like something terrible could still happen. I don't know. But I need to just stop living like everything's terrible. Even though, like, it kind of is. Ugh! This is so hard to talk about and try to make sure I'm not saying anything, like, insensitive, because I don't mean it that way. This is for me personally. I'm sick of my excuses, just on a personal level. The last thing that I really want to improve, by the way, I have a bigger list of things I want to improve, but I don't want to overwhelm you or bore you with my problems. And this one I think you would all be thankful to hear. I want to be better in 2022 at being nicer to myself. I guess I'm not very nice to myself. You guys say it a ton in the comments, and it's so crazy because I'll just be filming and I'll be like, that was such a fun video. This is gonna be such a good video. And I'll post it, and every comment is like, Shay, stop beating yourself up. Stop being so hard on yourself. And I'm like, was I? Like, it's something that I do so much that I'm not even aware that I'm doing it. Like, I will think a video is so slamming and we had so much fun and I'm so excited watching the comments, and then every comment is like, you have to stop talking about yourself that way. And I'm like, what the heck did I say? I am so unaware if I'm being terrible to myself. I am so unaware. So for me, regarding my YouTube channel, other than like, I want to make better content this year. I want to be more active this year. I want to start my other channels this year that I've been dying to start. But aside from all that exciting stuff, I want to work on how I speak about myself, or just in general. Like, I have a very self-deprecating sense of humor, but it makes people uncomfortable and it's not fun to listen to. And I understand that. And so I am most certainly making a much bigger effort to be conscious of what I'm saying. Is it necessary? Is it crucial to the video? Now, mind you, I love to have fun. I love to goof around. I'm a silly person, and I'm someone who like kind of never minds being the butt of the joke. Like, it doesn't bother me. Like, I love humor. If something's funny, it's funny to me. So I hope people don't get mixed up with me just being silly as me just being too hard on myself. A lot of times I am kidding, but I am making a much better conscious effort to be like, is this even necessary? Why am I even saying this? This is like, why am I even saying this? For what? For what? So that is huge. Huge, huge, huge. Like I said, there's endless amounts of things I want to improve on myself this year. Those are the mains. Those are the big guys. I think this year is going to be an amazing year. I feel good about it. I have a very interesting meeting on Monday. I have some possibly exciting things happening this year. I'm not sure. This year could be probably the most exciting year for me in a really long time. And so I just want to enjoy it. I think we deserve to enjoy our years as much as we can while still being safe and everything like that. Just, we deserve a shred of happiness. Do we not, people? Yes, we do. Anyways, you guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this, and I would love to hear how you want to improve yourselves in the year 2022. I think 2022 is such a cute, year. Like, I hear 2022 and I'm like, you are so cute. So, please be awesome. Thanks. I don't think I'll like 2030. Sounds like the year that aliens will land down on. Which, honestly, I'd be okay with. I'd like them to visit, even if they have ill intentions. It's like I'm sick of, waiting, I'm sick of wondering. I'm sick of, being like, oh, are they good or are they bad? I just want them to get here already. So, what am I talking about? Okay. Anyways, you guys, thank you for watching. I love you, and I will talk to you again very, very soon. Bye.